One.
Hi, and welcome back to the Pootcast. Today we're here with Skylar.
Hi.
What's up,
Hey.
bro?
Sis.
Bro chacho.
What's up, sis?
Bro,
What's up, sister?
You're not my
bro slaw.
Queen.
I'm your brother.
Bro
No.
potato chip. Skylar, yes.
So, Skylar, tell us about yourself a little bit.
I'm Peyton's boyfriend, or
Yes.
Peyton's girlfriend. I'm Peyton's girlfriend.
Aw, how sweet.
And
That's cute.
That's so cute.
I'm also her
friends of the
girlfriend.
Pootcast.
You're in the group chat.
Friends. Yeah.
You're
We
like,
allow her.
yeah.
That's rude.
just for this one time.
I don't like that.
Just this one time.
Boom. Roasted.
Okay.
So, what's been going on this week? Because I've been
Absolutely nothing.
Snowed a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, really.
For those of you
nothing.
who don't know, we live in Wisconsin,
That's true.
so it snows.
Yeah,
lot.
A lot.
Half of the year.
It's really cold.
Pretty much half the year we're under snow.
It's great.
Don't you know?
It's a great
we get
game.
snow.
Don't you know?
Awesome.
Don't you know?
No, it's like
I
like
hate snow.
I have a love-hate relationship with snow.
I think it's cute.
It's a great name.
It's really pretty.
And then you go
I
out.
hate driving in it. Actually, it's not. I sometimes hate driving in it. Other times,
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. See, other times it's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
we were having a fun drive here yesterday.
I like getting on an open road that just has snow on it. And just fucking, you know.
I don't like driving in the snow because last year I drove straight into a snowbank and the car got stuck and my bumper fell off.
Okay.
Guess what? My bumper has fallen off 3 times.
I have a funny snow car crash incident that I've told you guys before. I don't think I've told it on the podcast. Have I?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know what story you're talking
Yeah,
about.
none of us
The one with
know.
Paul
Oh. I
No.
didn't-
when he crashed his car.
I don't think you
I was
ever-
in.
Paul's told me about that too, but I don't really.
Okay,
remember
so-
it too well.
Beginning of the story. We're driving. We're going around a corner. We're not going fast. Like we're going the speed limit or under, which was like, I don't know, 30. Roads were a little icy. We're taking a corner. Start going off. Paul has had a BMW, like a nice BMW, and we lose traction, go off, and right into a fucking tree. The tree wasn't the thing that like did the car dirty. There's a metal, like old school milk jug thing that they would have on farms, and it was like at the end of their driveway to like mark where their driveway is in the snow or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was for, honestly. But we drove over that, which like tore up the underside of his car and totaled it.
Oh
So
my
he had
God.
to. So they totaled the car. We were fine. Like the front bumper really didn't look like much happened to it, even though because we went like 25 into a tree. So
I went like 4 into a snowbank.
and your bumper came off. We went
My
25
car
into
got stuck.
into a tree. Yeah, the car was a little stuck.
My family had to shovel it out.
Some dude drove past us. He was like, "Do you guys need a little help?" And we're like, I mean, you think so? Like we're a little stuck in the snow with the car into a tree. Like he's like, "Are you guys like intoxicated at all?" We're like, "No." He's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna tell them to come help you." We're like, "All right, thank you." He's like, "If you guys were drunk, I would have helped you." Like, "Oh, thanks."
Should have said yes.
That's what we were saying. But none of us in the car were injured, nor were we under the influence of anything. So,
It's good.
Nice.
yeah, we're fine. Just a little scarred.
I've never been in like a car accident.
That was the
Actually,
only.
just kidding.
I got into a
totaled
car
my
accident
knee.
at school once.
That was the
My
only
bumper
car
did
accident I've ever
not
been
come
in.
off though that time. It just started coming off, but I pushed it back in.
Yeah. Me and another car rear-ended each other in the parking lot.
Didn't you guys just drive off? You're like, oh, nothing's wrong.
Well, it was with my knee on. I was like, oh shit.
I don't care.
And then the guy was like, it's fine. I was like,
It'll buff.
all right.
See, last
scratched up his
last
face so
year
bad.
on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, I was at Woodman's, the
Mhm.
gas station, waiting in line to get gas because it was hella cheap, and there's just a bunch of people there. Some dude, I'm like, I don't know, like 10, 15 feet behind him. He starts backing up into me. I'm like, he gets out of his car. He's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking 15 feet behind you. Like, how'd you not see it? And he was like, well, it doesn't look like there was a mark or anything. I was like, yeah, you're fucking lucky. He's like, do you want me to, like, give you my information? I was like, no. He was like, yeah, I've been hit before, too. I was like,
You
okay,
fucking hit
I
me.
didn't. You fucking backed into me while I'm literally parked right behind you.
He probably wasn't
like-
looking backwards.
Yeah,
Sometimes I do that.
like
Yeah.
I wasn't in a blind
Why?
spot at all. Like like nothing happened to my car. Like it was fine, but it was just still like what irritated me was how he handled it. And he was like, his reaction. He was like, "Oh yeah, well I've been hit a bunch. Or I've been hit before too." And I was like, "Okay, well I haven't." And he just backed into me while I'm parked right behind you. Like it was just annoying.
Stupid.
Yeah. So I've never like hit someone or crashed a car myself, but I've been in a car that's been crashed and someone has backed into me. So
I
I've had-
crashed my car.
I've had pretty good luck with driving.
Mm.
So
It's not wood, but
there's wood underneath it. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
this is like a laminate.
Yeah, I hit someone.
I don't remember.
That's
that.
illegal, Peyton.
You
You're not
don't
allowed
remember
to do that.
Oh yeah.
Of course you remember
I
that.
was
You were
showing-
in the damn
I
car.
was showing Snapchats.
Well, it wasn't even a fender bender, so I don't know if it really
Oh my
matters.
god! And then, okay, you know, like on Hastings.
Here,
where,
I'll
like-
just tell the whole story.
Okay.
We don't need to skip to the all the way through it.
Sorry.
Basically, Skylar was showing me these pictures on her phone.
No, I was showing you TikTok filters, or not TikTok filters.
Snapchat filters. You're showing me Snapchat filters. And I was looking over. We were on Claremont. It was really heavy traffic. This van is dodging and weaving through traffic. It's a big white van.
It was probably Owen.
We didn't hit a van.
I know. This van pulls in front of the car that's in front of me, slams on his brakes. The car in front of me slams on his brakes. I was looking at Skylar's phone. So then I realized, slammed on my brakes. I barely rolled into him. It did no damage to either car at all. And then this guy just starts driving away, so I follow him. He goes up the exit ramp off of Hastings. So I follow him up the exit ramp, and there's cars coming at me, swerving around me. So
bad.
and I'm like, well, I'm not going to get a hit and run because I hit this dude. So I just follow this fucking retard. And I get onto the highway. He pulls over, and he's like, yeah, there isn't really any damage, so it's cool. And then he just gets in his car and leaves.
You
I
drove
didn't have insurance.
onto the exit ramp
Yeah.
For Hayes, you know, like
for a hit and run that had no damage.
Well, I didn't
Well,
know
we
if
didn't know
I didn't
that.
know that.
Okay, but like you're following
and that
him.
was,
But
that
if a
was
hit
when
and run
you
is a
shitty
pretty
car.
hefty
Well, yeah, I know.
thing, even if you don't do any damage to the car.
But do you think they got your plates?
Oh well, if it was an old man who was grouchy, he would have. But if
No,
it was
just like
it
a
was a
20-something
young, it was
dude.
this young dude who probably didn't even have insurance. So, yeah.
I mean, it's cheaper to get a no insurance fine than it is for insurance sometimes, so I respect that.
I've gotten pulled over I've gotten pulled over 3 times without having my insurance on.
Never
me,
been
and
pulled
I
over.
only got a warning all 3 times.
It's because you're a girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I've never
I've
been
never
pulled
been
over.
pulled
The first time I ever got pulled over, I got a $200 ticket. So
Never gotten a ticket for anything.
yeah, I was going 20 over.
It happens.
Oh
It
yeah, I
buffed.
remember you telling us about that when I was still working at McDonald's.
Yeah, and then I went to work and I cried.
Yeah, you called
then-
me and you were just bawling, and I was like,
Yeah.
why? It's just a
Wasn't
ticket.
that the same day that you like that one really rude customer. He was saying some shit.
No,
and
that
you,
wasn't the same day. He told me he was gonna get me fired.
Yeah, but there was a really rude dude, and he like kind of mocked him or whatever. And he like comes up and he's like, "What did you just say?"
I'm not fucking deaf.
Yeah, and you're like,
I can hear you.
You're like, and then you went in the
I was
back
like,
and you started
yep.
crying, and I
How
felt
old
really.
was this guy?
He was like,
He was in his 40s,
yeah,
probably.
what?
middle-aged man.
Raging
He was
ginger
raging
man.
at a fucking 17-year-old at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And so Skylar ends up going in the back, and she's crying. I felt bad
Because I thought I was going to get fired.
Crying at work
No,
is a
that's,
good
you would
idea.
not get
I
fired
thought I was
because of
gonna
some
get
dickhead.
fired. He didn't even, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he didn't even call corporate.
I'm gonna call
Or I've had people go to corporate
Like-
on me
He was
once.
talking to Rose for like an hour.
So
I was like, oh my God.
If he called corporate McDonald's, they don't even pay attention to like different corporations' employees. They actually don't even know. They only focus on the owners of each corporation. So you're
Okay. Well,
or
I didn't
franchise. Yeah,
Most of the time, they're just empty threats.
McDonald's corporate doesn't even know you work for them. Yeah, they have no record. Only Courtesy Corp does. But
They probably barely even know that.
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
actually, you're a manager, so
That's
maybe.
true.
yeah,
I've only seen Rick Lemon one time, though.
he probably doesn't know every manager either.
Probably not.
Probably not.
He barely. Yeah, he probably only really knows the supervisors. I bet you he barely knows every general manager.
He probably barely
There's-
knows the supervisors.
No.
Well, there's.
Oh no, actually, supervisors would make more
There's
sense.
like.
But
There's like 10 supervisors, so he probably knows
I
them all
guess.
pretty well. But yes.
yeah, some good times at the Mac Shack.
Oh, actually,
Mhm.
I was talking to Dana the other day.
Mhm.
I
She's
forgot.
quitting. She's
Really?
quitting. Yeah, she put her in 2 weeks.
Well, me and her were talking.
I thought
about
she quit a while ago.
No, I was just talking to her like 2 days ago, but she was talking to me about how she keeps getting invited to parties but never goes to them because she's like, I'm getting old, even though she's 20. She's 20.
She used to go to parties all the time, though. She
I
would
know
tell me about
she
them.
would
Yeah,
she
and
would
if
talk
people
to me
who-
like I barely knew her, and she'd be like telling me about like her personal life. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, she
well,
always talks
but-
about
Okay.
boys, and she's like,
Yeah, I
oh
know.
my God, I did this with this guy.
yeah, I know. She would be
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
me
yeah.
about this too. I'm like, okay, I barely know you, and like, it's kind
Yeah,
of
I don't know if we should talk about Dana a whole lot because people don't know who she is. But
yeah.
basically,
What if,
the
she,
uh,
what if she watches?
whatever. The point is, I was talking to her, and this customer comes up, just mid conversation, just cuts us off. Says, when I ask for fresh fries, it doesn't mean fucking well done. Okay, these things are fucking burnt, and it's just yelling at us. And we're like, dude, we're just
they
talking
cussing?
about, yeah.
Oh.
He's being like, I just forgot how, and Dana was just like, I'm sorry, sir. Got him a new one. Super nice.
Yep.
I don't
how we do it.
understand. I forgot how awful it was working at fast food.
And that's why
Oh,
I will
yeah.
never work there again.
That's why
Retail
I
sucks,
purposely
too.
say I'm not answering the phone.
I loved answering the
I
phone.
love answering the
Hate it.
phone.
Because you don't know if people are gonna. Okay, the new thing with pranks is they connect you with a different store, and then you're
Yeah.
like, what? Yeah.
Have people
It's so
done that?
annoying.
Do
What?
you-
Oh,
has people done
yeah.
that to you?
Yeah, they connect you with a different store.
Yeah,
through
yeah,
the
yeah.
phone.
I've seen that on like Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok and shit.
Stupid. I hate it.
They're funny to watch, but I would imagine that it's a different story coming from the other end.
Yeah, I don't know why people get.
It's kind of it's
like, fun from
harassment,
that.
but you know.
People prank call my work all the time. There's like some website,
Really?
yeah,
It's so stupid.
where you can like put in a phone number and it'll like prank call them. And I got yelled at one time for this fucking prank call.
No, you can just star 69 and it says private caller.
But we can't see people's phone numbers anyways.
Oh, we can. We can see their names too.
If they have caller ID.
Yeah.
That's funny when someone tries to prank call with caller ID and they don't realize,
I know.
and then it just shows up like Billy Bob is calling. Like, is your refrigerator running? Better go catch it.
Yeah, it is Billy Bob.
Yeah, just hit them with their name.
They're just like,
Hang up.
That's what I thought. Billy Bob. Maybe you shouldn't have such a generic name. Billy Bob.
John Doe. Amy's face was really funny. I can't tell if you were zoning out or just totally done with this conversation. Probably
I don't know
tired.
either.
I think she's tired.
My tummy hurts.
Her stomach hurts.
Let's go down this list of segment ideas.
Yeah, we haven't talked about any of them.
We just had to get it started. You know?
I have nothing to say about children's toys.
childhood
What?
toys.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't.
I
Play
played with
toys and-
Legos, dude.
Yeah,
What do I say?
Legos-
That's it.
I had fun playing with Legos.
I like Lincoln.
Yeah, they were
Logs.
I
fun.
never was like very creative,
have,
so I
like,
never made
a-
stuff my own.
I would. I would
But like
make
I
things all the
I
time.
guess I would, but it would look like shit. But I remember
No.
I had this one Star Wars set. It was Darth Vader's TIE Fighter,
Mhm.
and I made it. I got it for Christmas. I made it. One day I dropped it. It shattered. I don't know what happened to the instruction booklet, so it sits in pieces in my basement.
Still?
Yeah, in a box.
Damn.
It's
in the
kinda
box.
weird.
It kind of sucks.
Okay.
But we also had this Connects roller coaster set that my dad
Oh, we
would
had
make
that
sometimes,
too.
and it was like 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall, and it was like this big thing that we'd always like set up in the living room. And
Imagine.
I'm just like
That's like my
actually this
height.
I was like really young, so it probably wasn't that tall. I'm picturing it as how I pictured it while I was younger, but as a
Mhm.
older, I don't know. It was pretty tall for a Connects thing. It was cool.
I just played video games.
I did that
PlayStation
a lot too.
2.
I never did that.
Me neither. Till we got a Wii.
Yeah.
Star Wars
Family
Battlefront.
Wii
Pac-Man
time.
World 2.
I played the Wii
I had a Wii as well.
as a child.
And then
Well,
the
the Wii
Xbox
came out
with
later,
Kinect
though.
and Just Dance.
for,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
Just Dance with my
The
jam.
Wii came out a little bit later in my childhood. So
Yeah.
We were all the same age,
I guess I
He's a
started
year
playing
younger.
on the PS2,
I guess.
and I
So-
guess my friend had a N64 and a GameCube that I would always go over to his house and play.
Nintendo boy.
Yeah. And then I'd play a lot of PS2. And then we didn't really get anything new for a long time because we weren't I don't know, we just didn't spend money on that kind of stuff, I guess.
We did. And then my dad would sell it and say, I'm never buying another console again.
And he would.
And then a couple months later, he'd go, guys, I got a new PlayStation. Then it would be an Xbox, and you would just switch on and off between buying them.
Yeah, we didn't get a flat screen TV until 2012.
Oh,
we had, like, a-
we almost always had.
Nah,
flat
Yeah.
that's a normal.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
box.
screen. We didn't have that.
like the
we had
little
a flat screen like the entire
box.
time.
Kids nowadays will never get our struggle.
Yeah, literally.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we still have the same entertainment system that we had when we had the box TV. And there's this like divider piece that allowed it where we wouldn't be able to fit the flat screen in. So my dad, being the handyman he was,
Ripped that shit
not
out.
really, no. He just took a table saw or whatever and just cut it out.
Does that look good?
You can check it out next time you're at my house.
Okay.
Like it's not terrible, but like we made ends meet.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I
Huh.
respect that because
Yeah.
entertainment sets are
They
expensive.
are
Exactly.
expensive, yeah.
Mhm.
And like we just bought a TV, so we didn't want to spend more money on a new entertainment system, and it's like
Mhm.
still worked.
The one that I have was free.
I got
Ours
mine
is
for
like
Christmas.
an enclosed one.
That one. It's free.
Yeah, because it's your mom's.
No, it wasn't. It was my mom's friend. And she gave it
I
to us
got
for free.
mine for Christmas with my TV.
Do you remember what I had before that one?
I don't have one of my own.
The
I just
little
have
one?
mine on my dresser.
No, the
We're
No, I
having
don't
two
remember.
separate
Oh,
conversations
the
over here
black
while
one?
they're talking.
the entertainment system I had before this one was just some boxes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
I
played
remember-
Red Dead Redemption. You played Red Dead Redemption 2 on
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I remember
There's some
that.
boxes down here.
Because you just got the TV down here,
I was
and
like,
it was
wait.
it was the broken TV that had the red lines going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one sucked.
And oh man,
Shit.
that was a while ago. Not
Yeah.
really.
And then I got an
Then you got
actual
a
one.
new.
Because my
good-
mom's like, it's so freaking ugly down there. And I was like, yeah, I know. Because there's just boxes stacked on top of each other with a big ass TV on top of them.
a broken TV.
Yeah. I bought the TV. She got me the entertainment system, but it was free.
Nice of her.
Nice.
I think we should bring back silly bands.
No.
I remember
Yes.
those. I had a.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I had so
Yes.
many. They'd cut off my circulation all the time.
Yeah, I
They're
think we
so
should
s-
start wearing them.
They're so
They're
stupid.
so cheap. on
But
eBay.
like
I had Packer ones I got at Lambeau Field. Not trying to
everyone
flex or
had 'em,
anything.
and like
We'd trade them.
I'd always
I
like
have SpongeBob ones.
yeah. They're just kind of dumb though.
Nah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wish I still had all mine.
I know.
I feel like I have mine somewhere.
Mine were
In
all
my
like
house. I
animals.
I threw mine all out. I remember doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just threw them away. Or
I
my
don't know.
mom threw them away, probably.
I don't know. They're just rubber bands
Yeah.
that were
No,
in
they have
shapes.
Yeah.
I think they're fun.
Let's make our own.
What would make me nostalgic is Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even though I never played the game.
Why would you do that?
Every time I see Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Peyton,
I just
when I get
think
home,
back.
I will fill your nostalgia.
Ooh. Yeah, because I had friends who played it, and I always watched, but I never
Yeah.
had them myself.
Man. But I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'd never played it though, because
Yeah.
I got them from my cousin, who
But-
played it, but then
Yeah.
got older.
Do you
and
have
didn't.
you have older ones?
I have no clue really.
Oh.
They probably are. I have like a quart-sized bag, like freezer bag, that they're just
Jesus.
in, which is kind of sad. But I'm not the one who put them in there.
Yeah.
I think it was my sister, because I used to be in like a Digimon case.
What were
Like
those? What were those like? There was like one set that I remember specifically where you could collect the head, body, legs, arms, put them all together.
Yeah, that was I don't remember.
And then there was Blue Eyes White Dragon,
Yeah.
which, yeah, everyone was freaking out about when I was 6.
I remember that.
But I never played it, so I never knew.
I didn't either, so I have a shit ton of them though.
I have Magic cards, and I've never played that game.
Oh, I have a lot of Magic cards, but I actually played Magic with my dad.
Hmm.
Good times.
Mm.
Yeah.
The mouse.
The mouse.
The only memory I have from Yu-Gi-Oh cards is when I was like 6. I had a babysitter and she had a son, and me and the other girls would just throw them all over his room.
Nice.
That is so mean.
He yelled at us so many times. He was like 14.
Yeah, because you just made him do like an hour of work for no reason.
I thought it was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Is there any other childhood toys?
I played
There's a
with
lot
Bratz
more.
dolls.
Oh my god,
That's
those are my
probably
jam.
that. No, I'm a firm believer that girls who played with Bratz dolls are a lot different than girls who only played with Barbie dolls.
Yeah, fuck them.
And I was a Bratz doll kind of girl.
Yeah.
It shows. I think it shows.
I think it really does.
I always hated those commercials. They were so annoying to me.
I watched all the Bratz Dolls movies.
Me too. Bratz
There are
Rock
movies?
Angels.
What?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there's
Bratz
like-
Rock
think there's
Angels
like
is
4.
the best.
There's probably more now.
They have baby ones.
Zuzu Pets.
There's a genie
Who
movie.
Who
Good.
put Bug Juice on the list?
I did.
What are you gonna say about Bug Juice?
Okay, that was okay.
That's nostalgia.
I have a story about bug
Okay,
juice. Okay,
tell it.
so okay, so when I was a kid, I drank bug juice all the time. And one time there was like some left in the car. I was like, "Oh, it's probably fine." I drank it. My mom put her cigarette butt in it.
Ew.
I drank it.
Ooh,
It was so
that
gross.
reminds me of me and Abdel in the car. We went to my mom and Abdel went to a bakery. We got
Me,
some
my mom,
donuts.
Adele.
Me, my mom, and Abdel went to a bakery. We got some stuff. I got a chocolate milk there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I drank
Jockey
it. We
milk.
went to a grocery store. My mom went in. Me and Abdel, or on the way there, I finished the chocolate milk, and Abdel put a bunch of Altoids in his mouth. Like a lot, and they were
What
too
the
much
fuck?
for him. So he took my empty chocolate milk bottle and started spitting into it. Yeah, you know where this is going. I took a big old swig of that. And I went, why is that minty? That's your spit. And Abdel goes, what? He's like, I literally told you I was spitting into that. And I'm like, I know, but it
I'm
was in the
gonna
cup holder.
puke.
Okay, so my parents never let me drink bug juice because it had too much sugar in
It's
it.
so good.
Yeah.
And so I never was able to. And
That's
then
so sad.
I have a funny story about chocolate milk. So my whole life, I grew up like lactose intolerant, and like I'd get an upset stomach.
Special milk.
Well, no, I'd get an upset stomach if I drank cow's milk. And then one day we had this we had True Moo in the fridge. I don't know how long it was in there for, which was this is where the story goes bad. We got these pills that like I think it was called
Lactaid.
Lactaid, yes.
I take those.
And so I took them. I was like, I want to try chocolate milk because I'd never had chocolate milk until like 8th grade, I think it was, because I never like really drank milk. Like I drank almond milk and soy milk and stuff like that, because like it would react.
Disgusting.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well,
that-
True Moo is like the worst chocolate milk.
Wrong.
Okay.
It's so
This
good.
is
Yeah.
where the story goes bad. I didn't know how long the milk was in there, so I took the pills, waited a little bit, and then drank some of it. which it had been-
chunky,
it was-
wasn't it?
It had no, it wasn't chunky, but like it was just starting to go expired, and so I drink it. I'm like,
sour.
yes. I'm like, I don't know how people enjoy this because it did not taste chocolatey.
Oh my God.
It tasted sour and it was so gross. And I told my mom about it, and she just started laughing. I was like, "What? I'm sorry." Being how old are you in 8th
I
grade?
think 13.
13, 14?
You turned
the
14.
grade plus 5, so 13. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I almost was 14, I think, at the time, and she's like laughing at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've gone 14, 13 plus years without drinking milk, so I didn't know that it was supposed to taste like that.
Chalky
Like I thought it
milk
was.
goes
That's
bad
how it was
fast.
supposed to taste when I drank it.
Speaking of which, you know that
So,
cream that I made for the
yeah.
top of the cupcake things, or the
Yes.
sweet rolls? When I was cleaning it out, it had curdled
Yeah,
Oh.
fully.
yeah.
It was literally cottage cheese when I was cleaning it out.
Ew.
It
You
tasted a
should've
little
tried it.
sour when I tried it.
Peyton,
Well,
did
it
you-
shouldn't have been
Did
then,
you use
but-
expired milk?
No, I just bought it.
Okay.
Me and Amy went. Remember that?
I do on Black Friday.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
Oh.
I don't remember you. Yeah, you bought milk. I remember that
Yeah.
because it
Yeah,
kept
I
falling
s-
on my stuff.
I saw it
Milk
in the
and-
cart as well.
Actually, there was no milk in that. It was heavy cream. Which
Well, I saw a
bought the same
carton of
day.
something.
It was milk.
Yeah, I used milk in the sweet rolls themselves, but the stuff on top had just heavy cream.
Yeah. I love chalky milk.
I enjoy chocolate milk
I
now.
like strawberry milk.
Now that I know what it actually tastes like, it's good. Had an experience where I thought it was chocolate milk. I've told you this.
Oh, root
beer
beer milk.
I never
started-
tried
It's
it.
not
It's
awful.
so bad.
It's
No,
not
it's not that
awful,
bad.
but it's really weird when you
It's
think it's
weird.
chocolate milk. Let me tell you this. I was going to Wausau for our first like football scrimmage,
I love it there.
and I wake up and it's really early in the morning. It's like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm driving to the gas station. I'm like, I want some chocolate milk before the our scrimmage. So I go to the Quick Trip and I get some chocolate milks. I just grab the brown milk because I'm thinking chocolate milk's the brown milk. Like I didn't think that any other like flavored milk was brown. So
I
I'm
think
like,
it's only a Quick Trip though.
yeah. So I get that. I get 2 bottles of it. I get it, and then I'm on the bus going to Wausau, and I'm drinking the first one. I'm like, this tastes a little weird, but like it's like a chocolate milk. So I'm like, whatever. I'm thirsty. I'm drinking it. I drink a whole bottle on the way there. We get there. I'm in the locker room getting ready. And one of my teammates, he goes, "Why the fuck are you drinking root beer milk?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, this is chocolate milk." He goes, "No, look at it." He goes, "It says root beer milk on it." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, my mind just blew up right there. I'm like, this whole time I've been drinking root beer milk and not even like thinking it was chocolate milk, because I drank an entire one thinking it was chocolate milk and didn't even look at the label. And I was like, "Nope, it's
Oh, wow.
root beer milk the whole time." And then Peyton, you had root beer milk. Did you get it
Mhm.
by accident or on purpose?
No, we got it on purpose.
Yeah, I wanted to try it.
Okay.
I want to try it.
No, you don't.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's like a root beer float.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like
It's not
vanilla
as good
ice
as a root
cream,
beer
it's
float.
not
Don't
as-
hype it
but
up
it's-
that much.
I
And
bet
don't think it's gonna taste like
I
a root
bet-
beer float.
I bet if you
actually.
put ice cream in it, it would be pretty good.
Maybe.
Like made a
That'd be a little
milkshake.
bit too.
Made a milkshake with it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bit too like milky.
Rich.
Yeah,
That's
rich.
the word you're looking for.
Yep, rich.
Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting.
Actually, you know what it is? Just imagine taking root beer and adding like cream to it. That's what
Yeah.
it tastes like.
But
Like
then-
cream soda.
No.
But
Well, it's
cream
not.
soda.
It's
I love cream soda.
think
Cream
of
soda is
okay.
good.
There's a
Not-
difference between the viscosity of milk and soda.
yeah,
Okay.
So think of
Cream.
like a creamy tasting root beer, but it has the viscosity of milk. That's what it's like, and you got it.
so it's like
Okay.
thick root beer.
Yeah,
That made it
It's-
sound nasty now.
it's not. It's not.
It's not
awful.
terrible.
It's not bad.
Like it's. I was able to drink a full entire bottle of it and then start a second one.
I'll say it's better than their eggnog.
Really?
That brand's
I've
eggnog
never
is kind of
had that.
gross, but
I've
It's
never had
not
real eggnog.
real.
Just
I
had
love
milkshakes.
eggnog.
homemade eggnog is really good, but it only lasts like a day when you make it.
Mm.
So
I've
I
had
love
the
eggnog.
eggnog shakes from work, and they're not good.
Oh, I love those.
Skylar
Those
told
are
me.
so good.
Kaden thinks they taste like dental fluid. Like
Yeah,
you know, like
Skylar
the
told me
minty.
not to
they
even
do.
try
They
it.
kind of do a little bit.
I thought it tasted like a banana Laffy Taffy.
I
I
last
don't-
time I might have to get them. Like I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
need
try
to
it again
try
We
this
don't
year.
have any at our store. I think there are some at Hastings.
The Shamrock Shake
don't
is
have any
definitely
now,
the way
like
to go
now?
with McDonald's
Huh?
shakes.
The Shamrock
Shakes.
Shake is the best.
I can't wait for that.
I don't know what even flavor that is, but
Mint.
Shamrock.
it tastes like
Shamrock.
tastes like clover. It's not even really minty though. It's a little minty, I guess. But there's more to it than just
Well,
mint.
I don't know.
I think it's just mint.
It's Shamrock.
It's Shamrock.
Okay, last year when we had them, I literally had one every single day. I'm
Yeah.
not
I
joking.
somehow finessed two of my friends to bring me them in the same day because I texted both of them thinking neither of them would show up to my house with a Shamrock
They both
Shake.
did.
And
That's
they both brought me Shamrock Shakes and Nuggies. It was probably a really good day of my life, honestly.
that sounds like a highlight.
It actually is.
That's the highlight of my life right there.
I didn't even have to pay
I'm on
for
my
either of
deathbed,
them.
and I'm thinking back on my life
I'll think about those two
Those
two shakes and
in one day.
And I didn't pay for
Ah.
either of them.
Big
So,
old big old
next
jug.
one's ASDF movie.
Which we were watching a little bit because Skylar didn't know what this was.
No,
So
Skylar just
funny.
didn't have a childhood apparently.
I didn't
Uh,
watch weird videos on YouTube. I watched Fred
Yeah, Fred.
And
Fred
is,
the movie.
and Shane Dawson.
I didn't watch Shane Dawson
Fred's
until I
weirder
was like
than-
13.
Fred's definitely weirder than ASDF movie though.
Okay, yeah, but those are like I'm gonna kill you and stuff like that. I
little
didn't watch
bit.
that.
A little quirky.
I didn't watch I'm gonna kill you videos.
I
Okay,
was-
they were pretty weird.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
They're quirky.
Like
Can't
It
believe None
shows-
of you guys saw Salad Fingers.
I didn't watch
I said,
that.
I did.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I've never seen it. That's it though. I'm the only one who hasn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those two.
Okay, I
said that
convinced
they did.
myself that none of you guys saw it.
I literally, you said, has anyone seen it? I said yes. I've
You're
heard
like,
of it,
seen
and I've
like-
seen.
I've heard.
seen,
You said you heard of it, not that you
I've
watched.
seen like who hasn't seen the first one though?
Me.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you had.
We
You said
literally
you
just watched
did.
it.
I
And
didn't
you
watch
said
it
you.
'cause I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know. We turned
Okay,
it off.
well,
It got
It
too
wasn't
weird.
really
Like
like
it, they.
It got too bad.
It shows like the people who watched it. Those things. It shows like
Oh yeah.
we're messed up.
I don't know. Everyone was. I kept hearing about Salad Fingers, and then I tried to check it out, and I watched halfway through the first video, and I was like, "This is really dumb," and I closed it. Now you just showed me the whole thing.
There's
not
this
funny.
one episode.
It's not funny. It's fucking weird.
There's an episode
Salad
where
Fingers
he
is the creepiest
tries
thing.
to get a little boy to clean his oven. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. There's a fish in the oven.
Yes.
And he tries getting the boy to get it out, and then he traps him in the oven.
It's
There's
fucking
another episode where
weird.
he goes into a meat cellar.
Yes, it's fucking weird.
And there's one
Wow.
where nettles, like that plant.
Stinging
yeah, burning
nettle.
nettles.
Yeah.
I call
he-
it stinging.
Yeah, it's stinging.
I just
But-
call them nettles.
I
One
have
where he
burning
rubs
nettles
it
that
on
grow in
his-
my backyard.
There's
Yeah.
one episode where he rubs that on his nipples.
It's fucking weird.
It's not weird enough where it. I don't know.
It's like it's a creepy weird,
Yeah.
but like it's not funny. It's just creepy.
All right, the next one is the H3H3
I know nothing
deer
about
thing.
this because
Yeah, no one
Me
does
neither.
because H3H3 is my favorite podcast.
Was
Was.
No, it's this
Ooh.
one.
sad.
Well, I mean, this one's my favorite, obviously. Joe Rogan is actually probably was my favorite, but
I haven't listened to him in a while.
Joe Rogan has
Yeah, I used to watch him all the time, but
he has a bunch of people on that I don't know.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why I don't.
So I don't.
Like, I listened to the Elon Musk one. I listened
Yeah.
to the what's his name?
Yeah, he's been talking
Physicist.
to a lot of comedians.
Astrophysicist. What's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I
don't know
don't
how
like
f-
Neil deGrasse Tyson that much. He's kind of weird on the podcast.
I
but-
liked him on the podcast. He was funny. I enjoy his.
Did you listen to the latest one? Because
Yes.
he said 3 with Neil deGrasse Tyson on it. The
Yeah, I've
latest
listened to
one,
all
Neil
3.
deGrasse Tyson just kept interrupting him.
I know, it was funny.
That was so rude, though.
I thought it was hilarious, but just because of Joe's reactions to
Yeah,
it, and like he would
it's like,
like
this dude again.
he would try to like take back the fucking like spotlight, but then as he was like doing it, he'd do it again and take it away.
And then Neil deGrasse Tyson would just talk louder, and if you watch the video, Joe Rogan just rolls his eyes.
I thought it was funny. Like, it was kind of rude, yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Whatever.
But I watch the H3 podcast more just because every single episode is good. And Joe Rogan, there's just a lot of people on that I'm not interested
So,
in.
yeah, I've watched
But-
every single Misfits podcast except for the newest one that just came out because I haven't had time to.
Yeah, the Misfits I don't watch so much. They're probably my 3rd favorite, but still though. But
I don't really listen to podcasts.
The
I used
only
to listen
one-
to Shane Dawson's podcast
I
all the
did
time,
not.
though. And I like call her daddy. Skylar, you should get on that one.
but anyway, the latest H3 podcast was good. They have a lot of different segments. It was about like the beginning of it. They were talking about Papa John and him eating
Yes.
40 pizzas in the last 30 days.
What?
Did you
Papa,
hear about
okay,
that?
if you don't know about the controversy with Papa John, basically the rundown is he was caught saying the N-word on a
Oh.
so it's a corporation, which means that the shareholders own the business, not the founder. The founder's just the
Okay.
CEO, and he's technically an employee of the company. That's how corporations work,
Oh, okay.
because it's publicly traded, so the public owns it.
Oh.
And he was the CEO, Papa John, because he created it.
Yeah.
And when he was caught saying the N-word, they fired him.
He got fired from.
Yeah,
his
he
own-
got fired, and it's still called Papa John's.
Of course it is.
His
I
name
mean,
is
yeah,
like.
because that's the business
Because it's
name.
Yeah.
Papa John.
So he got fired from his own business, and they replaced him with the Arby's, the old Arby's CEO.
Yes.
And
What?
apparently
Arby's is
the
nasty.
quality of pizza has gone
I
down
like-
quite a bit. That's part of the reason why the one in Eau Claire shut down.
Because Arby's is
Um,
gross.
There's been a lot of stuff, but
I
anyway,
like Papa Murphy's better anyway.
So
Yeah.
good.
yeah, that's true. But
Papa Murphy is cool.
Papa John, he was doing an interview and he said that he ate 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. And they were goofing on him a little bit in the podcast. I don't know. There's a bunch of segments.
In that
Wait,
picture, on like the tweet, he is so fucking
He's so
sweaty.
Eventually, their joke in the podcast was at some point you just eat so many pizzas that you start sweating pizza grease.
Yeah, that's literally
Yeah.
what it looks like
He
in
looks
that
so
tweet.
gross in the
He looks
photo.
so disgusting, and he's just so wet.
He's
from,
wet.
from all the sweat that is just coming from
Is
his.
that the picture? He's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Wait, is his name actually Papa John?
It's John.
Paparelli. I don't know.
No, he has like a German last name actually.
Oh, why did they call it Papa John then? What, is
Because
that-
he's the pizza papa.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
but
Papa.
He just named himself Papa John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Anyway, they got to this one segment. This one I shut it off. It was about 2/3 of the way through, and they said, "So it's opening deer hunting season," and then they said, "And actually, 4 people in the state of Wisconsin have been shot on opening day in the deer hunting season," and then they fucking bursted out laughing.
It's not funny.
It's not funny at all. Like,
It's so like
and then Ethan
Sad.
goes on this huge tangent about how hunters are like assholes and you shouldn't hunt elephants for whatever reason. He brought up elephants, but okay.
Which is
Because-
not
Because, you know,
fun.
it's related to hunting deer.
Yeah, every single
Wisconsin.
time my family members go hunting, they make sure to pick up an elephant license. You know?
Yeah, just in
Because-
case.
Just in case.
Just in case if they see a wild elephant roaming through the woods of Wisconsin,
Yeah.
just
Because the
tromping
thing is-
through,
Yeah.
busting down trees. You know, you just gotta make sure.
He specifically brought up the state of Wisconsin, and then he goes on this long tangent about fucking elephants and giraffes. Like, maybe they don't know what live.
We have a high population of elephants and
and
giraffes.
giraffes.
If you did not know, in Wisconsin,
Yeah, basically, you can't go anywhere without hitting an elephant with your car.
I see an elephant or a giraffe at least once a day.
Yep.
It's really crazy when you see them both at the
Oh,
same
jeez.
time.
Sometimes they get a little frisky with each other, and you get a girelephant. It's fucking weird.
But yeah, he was just going off about how hunters are assholes because he just recently went vegetarian. So
Really?
now he's
Yeah, I
like
saw
he's
that.
like
Oh,
on
so
his,
he's
just on his high
Oh.
horse now.
That
Whatever. But yeah,
that
Dan,
irritates me.
I think he's the sound guy. Like
Yeah.
tried to be the voice of reason a little bit. He's like, well, hunting deer is a little different than hunting elephants. And
It's a
Ethan's
lot
like,
different.
It's night and day.
yeah, there's so many deer around
Well,
here.
It's night and day,
Listen.
Amy.
The less you hunt deer, the more humans
No,
die
I know.
because of car
But
accidents.
in other countries, they have to shoot like what we would consider as a trophy hunting out there. They have to do that for their safety.
Well, I don't
just
know
like
about
we-
elephants and
I
giraffes.
don't know about elephants and giraffes.
No,
but
there's a
like
there's a
poachers and
difference
stuff for that.
between self-defense killing an elephant and then just poaching one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if one's attacking
Yes.
you and you have to kill it,
But
like
in
that's
other countries, they have to hunt just like we have to hunt. They just don't hunt deer.
yes, but
So you're talking about like a small animal like a deer in a different country.
Dude,
Like
just,
a gazelle.
Just Google
Yeah.
it. I can't.
I know
think
that
how
in
they hunt.
Australia that the kangaroos are like deer.
kangaroos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen so many
See,
videos of
that's
people
so
hitting
weird.
kangaroos.
It's weird that
Yeah.
it's their national.
Did you know we
it's
can
their-
own them in the state of Wisconsin without
Yes,
a permit?
Without
You
permit.
can't.
We can.
You can.
I was
gotta
having
get
we were
on
having a
that.
conversation on the last podcast about how Wisconsin just doesn't care.
Yeah.
We should-
It's so
we can do
true, dude.
anything
Oh,
without a
don't you
permit
have
around here.
Tigers in like Texas.
Yeah,
or
in
Yeah.
Texas.
We should get a pet kangaroo for the podcast.
something? Yeah.
When
That
we get the
was-
Poot house, we're
we
getting a
get a-
kangaroo, and we're gonna fight it.
that would not be a good idea.
Box it.
You can box.
Actually,
it.
that was on one of the Joe Rogan, not podcast, but his comedy special on
Mm.
Triggered. He was like, because you're allowed to own a tiger in Texas with no license.
Mhm.
So he was like, some dude just went through the rule book and said, ain't no day shit about tigers. I'm gonna get me a tiger. And then his neighbor got 2 tigers because he's like, this
Oh,
dude
like
got a
keeping up with
tiger.
the Joneses.
I'm gonna get a tiger.
I'm gonna get a tiger too.
Okay,
And
so
now-
why isn't it like that in Wisconsin then?
I know. Why don't we have
There's no-
kangaroos?
I know what.
Yeah.
How do you get one?
They're
You have to
way
fly
Well-
to
cooler.
Australia. And
I don't
take
know
one
if
home
you
with
have noticed about the climate in Wisconsin.
It's pretty cold.
And then
Indoor.
I don't know if
Litter train it.
kangaroos would be very good indoors. They're pretty
No.
large.
Okay, they have
Kangaroos-
kangaroos
People-
though, and they have them inside.
I've never seen
Obviously.
a kangaroo.
where have you seen a kangaroo at a zoo?
Probably somewhere. I don't know.
Probably somewhere.
Well, there's those little kangaroos. What are those
Joey's.
called? Joe. Yeah, there's a longer name for them, aren't they?
We should talk about the muntjac.
Oh, the
How we
muntjac
met.
thing. Whatever. Well, yeah, we'll come back to it.
Fine.
We'll come back to it. I'm still talking about this.
Kangaroos.
No, we went on a tangent. H3.
Yeah.
He basically said also that like people who go hunting deserve those types of injuries. Essentially, is
Yeah,
what he
I'm
said.
sick of seeing people talk bad about hunting on Twitter. Like, no tea, no shade, because it's usually people I'm friends with. But I just like to hit them with facts. Like,
I don't know. I don't really want to die in a car accident.
yeah, because
So,
of a freaking
I'm totally
deer.
fine with them.
Where the world will be taken over by deer in Wisconsin.
There was
It's
30
true. Not
the world,
million
just
deer
Wisconsin.
counted by the DNR this year.
There's a
What?
ridiculous amount.
30 million deer that the DNR counted.
That's a lot of deer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and CWD's going
Suck
around
on
too.
that.
What's that?
Yeah.
Chronic wasting disease. So a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
deer are
Zombie
dying
deer.
too.
Well, and what was the other thing that they had?
Zombie
They-
deer.
No. They had like a disease that we get. Like it's like a sickness that we get.
Osteoporosis.
No, it's like when you get
AIDS.
sick and you get like It's like bronchitis, I think. If they have that, you can get it when you eat them. Or something
Mono.
like that. No,
Mono.
it's not mono. Don't kiss
Have
the
you had
deer.
mono?
No.
I've had mono.
Doctors thought I had mono.
It's not fun.
No.
Don't recommend it.
Ever had laryngitis?
No.
No.
It's not fun, especially if you have it for a whole summer and it's supposed to last like 2 weeks.
I haven't had like a major sickness. I just get like the flu.
Well,
I've almost gotten bronchitis.
my friend had laryngitis and I went and hung out with her. Then I started getting symptoms of laryngitis, but we were like, whatever, if we both have it, we might as well keep hanging out. And so we got our whole friend group sick
Oh, Jesus.
because we were dying but still hanging out with each other, which would lead to others hanging out with us, and it lasted for a whole summer until I
Those are
moved.
So
We all
smart.
got better.
So final thoughts about the H3 podcast. Ethan and Ela, if you're listening to this, go fuck yourselves.
Don't say
I'm
that.
just kidding.
Don't say that.
But
oh my God.
I will say though that you guys don't know what you're talking about at all. Like
Yeah,
you live on the
that's kinda
coast,
true.
you have no idea what it's like to live here. So don't talk bad about people who live in Wisconsin, because it's rude as hell.
It was just disrespectful
It's
for
very
just
disrespectful.
laughing at people dying.
People getting
That's-
fucking shot, like
Yeah.
when they're hunting deer. It's not funny. It's really not.
Yeah. Like if I came there and just blasted Ela in the face with a
Don't
fucking
say that.
44 Magnum, you wouldn't be laughing.
That wouldn't be funny. So don't laugh
Exactly.
at this.
Don't
Jesus.
say that.
I'm just proving a point.
It's true. They should. Well, they laughed at people getting shot, so we can laugh at other
Them
people in
getting
California
shot.
getting shot. Yeah, it's
Getting
not
ran
funny.
over
Two
by
rights don't make a wrong,
Priuses.
Peyton.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
We
You're right.
gotta
I'm
be the
sorry,
bigger
I'm sorry.
people.
You're right.
Yeah, you butt.
We're the bigger man. It's not funny to people
Well, you
getting
just-
shot.
You just made the joke, so. we're
I
not-
didn't make a joke.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that
I
was serious.
proving. I was proving a point, saying that if I came there and shot his wife in the head, he wouldn't be laughing.
So therefore, you
So
shouldn't laugh at
therefore you
people getting
shouldn't-
shot in
yeah,
Wisconsin.
exactly.
It's not funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just what I was. Yeah. That's what I
Okay.
was getting at.
Okay.
Not saying I was gonna actually shoot Ela in that fucking head.
Yeah, we're not. We like Ela for the most
Yeah,
part.
she's
They're
cool.
just really
Yeah.
ignorant, but it's fine.
I mean, she's foreign, so like it. He just,
yeah, but Ethan isn't. He's
Yeah, I know.
well. Ela
He-
wasn't really talking about it a whole lot.
Yeah.
Ethan was the main guy talking about it, and he is not foreign. He's just ignorant
Yeah.
because he's lived in California his whole life and doesn't understand much about anywhere outside of it. But
Yeah.
it's cool.
Oh well.
Israel and California. That's his two main. He just blocks out everywhere else, I think.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't like you. Kind of like you. All right, let's move on to Midwest.
Midwest.
I don't know where are you gonna go with this.
Midwest, but
I
it's
love
okay. I
So-
like Midwest
Well,
culture.
I've seen a lot of TikToks about the International Harvester song with
Yes.
Wisconsinites.
Yes,
I've-
and how
I've
that
been
if you
seeing that
live
so
here,
much
you
too.
have to
Yeah.
know every word to that song.
Okay, who doesn't though?
I don't know every word.
You wanna?
What?
Do you wanna learn it?
I'm
We
not
should
like-
listen to it.
I don't like. I'm not like a big country person.
I'm a God-fearing, hard-working
Combine
combine
driver,
driver, hogging up the
road
road,
with my
plower,
chugging,
lugging 5 miles an hour.
I'm
an
an
international harvester.
See, I know that. Who doesn't know that?
I
part
know
then?
the whole song word for word.
Dude, we're gonna get
Yeah.
copy striked. Our pitch was perfect. We're gonna think it was the real thing. Shit.
We should form a choir.
Yes.
2 miles of cars laying on their horns.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say about the Midwest?
I don't know. I just like driving. I like driving in the country because everyone's like really friendly in the country,
sticks.
out in the sticks.
Town is fucking rude.
Exactly.
everyone
And they're
town
so
is
Because
stupid.
driving in town, people are fucking stupid, like we were talking about with getting in car crashes earlier.
Especially on Hastings.
But out in the
Yeah,
country, you
Hastings
see
is a
just
full
one
example.
car driving, you just gotta wave at them, just a little.
You go like this.
Yeah.
You got your hand on the
Yep.
wheel.
Mm-hmm. Hand on the
Yeah.
wheel.
You guys know what I'm
Put
talking
your 4
about,
fingers up.
Yeah.
Little wave.
or just one, just
2 maybe.
yeah. That's what I did coming here actually. Just driving.
Did
Saw
he
a
wave
dude.
back at you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did at the same time.
If
We
you
like
don't wave back,
we like
you're
locked
rude.
eyes. We're like,
yeah.
Yeah. Nobody gets in car accidents out in the country either.
I know. Even
It's
though
weird.
like the roads are fucking shit out here.
They're way worse than in town, yeah.
Because we ain't stupid.
Exactly.
You live in town.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to live in the country
Yeah.
though, and I'm not stupid. I was forced to live downtown
Well, now you just gave
Anyway.
away. I'll just cut that out.
Please don't
whatever.
come out to my apartment. I'll
I don't know.
I'll freaking pepper spray your asshole.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Sounds
Yeah,
exciting.
your asshole's
know,
gonna burn.
I have a love-hate relationship with the Midwest. Like, I like all the people up here. Like, we're
People
some
here
friend.
are nicer than they are.
We are some friendly folks. I just don't like.
We have the best drivers.
We have some pretty shitty weather though.
Besides Minnesota, Minnesota.
Or Illinois.
They're to the left. So
Illinois
they're the broke
only
bitches.
okay. The only bad drivers in Illinois are in Chicago.
Yeah.
When they
Besides
try to
that, they're
drive
good.
here.
Minnesota, pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how they survive
they
the
can
winter.
merge
Did it.
with so little room. It terrifies me.
It scares the shit out of me.
I'm like, there's no way you
Yeah.
can make it. Your car is too
It
big.
might also just be Minneapolis because that's mainly the experience I have with Minnesota.
No, remember? Okay.
Driving
remember
up-
when we went to the Mall of America and I
Yeah.
had a mental breakdown?
Yes, because you thought we
The
were
guy was-
laughing at you, but I was laughing at those meth heads
Oh,
still
they
from
were
like 10 minutes
crackheads
earlier,
also.
and you thought we were laughing at you. But in my head, I was just
Shane
thinking
was.
That was Minneapolis though,
Yeah.
and St. Paul.
Well, and then there was this dude driving on the wrong fucking side of the road on purpose. Twice. It happened twice
I've-
in like
okay.
5 minutes.
To be
I'm
fair,
not kidding.
I have done that in Spooner before.
Why would you do that?
So
Why would you go to Spoontown?
Spooner,
For McDonald's.
yeah, I had to go there for
I
McDonald's,
didn't know
but
they had a McDonald's.
basically
I
like
avoid
there's
that place.
so okay, the way this is laid out is so hard to explain, but basically there's a parking lot right next to the McDonald's parking lot, and my GPS takes me to the other one, and then it like goes around the parking lot, but there's a stoplight, so there's like piles of traffic way past on the right side, way past this parking lot, so I couldn't get into that lane. But the McDonald's parking lot's right next to it, so I just took the left lane and got in. I don't know. That's what I do like every time I go there because there's no cars in the left lane, but there's always backed up in the right. So
Yeah, but that's different.
yeah.
They like purposely drove on the wrong side of the road.
Well, so did I.
Well, yeah, but like for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
'Cause there's actually this guy who literally, he was in the lane, he turned around and went in just so he could get into this alleyway. Or no, he came up behind me and then he drove all the way up to the side and went in the alley. And then there's other dude before that. He was getting into a parking spot. He's going straight towards me, like on the side of the
Jeez.
road. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Jesus.
Yeah, Minneapolis and St. Paul are kind of scary.
I will never,
Duluth is
ever drive in Minneapolis ever again at night.
Well, my favorite
Or while
store
it's
is in
raining.
The
Minneapolis.
Or in
South
the
is worse
daytime.
though. We'll say
Yeah, well,
that.
I tried going to Urban Jungle and I just about died my whole way there, and then I had a mental breakdown behind the building, and then I had to walk to the building, and I got lost. And then I made my way to Gay 90s somehow, and
What?
I really want to go there.
You remember the Southern Drivers?
What is Gay 90s again? Is that a
A
bar?
club.
A club.
They're
Okay.
really,
Yeah.
I'm really fast.
Yeah.
We're
If you guys
fast.
go down south, just beware. It is a nerve-wracking experience.
I don't think I'll ever drive to the south. If I ever take a trip to the
Nashville? That was
south,
scary.
I'll take a plane and Uber.
That is not
everywhere.
very Midwestern of you.
Yeah, we gotta drive.
We
everywhere.
love driving everywhere. It saves money.
Okay.
Uh,
Nah,
Yeah.
that's not for everyone though. Like,
I guess I hate driving. So.
I don't mind driving. Like, if it was just me on the road going there, it'd be fine. But it's just all the other people. I have really bad like road rage, and I can't stand shitty drivers, and it would just piss me off, and I would just not have a good time. So
Yeah.
I would want to fly there
I
and
feel
drive
like
around.
if you were driving on the same road as me, you would start yelling. You'd be like, "You're such a bad driver," and like honking.
No, I would
at
never
me.
yell at someone.
No,
I would
but
just
like
honk.
you know when you're in your car
and
and you
I'd-
start
oh, yeah.
screaming. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you would do that if you were driving on the same road as me.
Jeez. I used to have bad road rage. A little. Well, it wasn't awful.
I just scream.
I just hate shitty drivers.
Yeah.
Cause like it's not that hard to drive. Like really,
I
it's,
have
if you
driving
think
anxiety.
if you think about
So
it, it's
for
not
me
that.
is.
The
okay,
South
but like
has a lot of highs and lows.
Mhm.
There's people either going 20 under or people going 30 over. There's
Those are
no
my kind of people.
No.
No, you'd be the
No,
under
no, no,
one.
no, no.
No, no, no.
No.
You don't
You-
understand.
No, I would not.
Like, you're just driving, you're just going the speed limit, all of a sudden there's just people flying by you in their hot rods, and you're like,
Okay,
okay.
so you know when you
right.
get into Minneapolis and it drops from 70 to like 50,
Fucking hate
Yeah.
that.
but people still go 70,
Yeah.
that scares me so bad
Mhm.
because I want to follow the flow of traffic, but I don't want to die
Or get pulled over.
or get
Oh.
pulled over, and it's like 5 lanes.
There was
Yeah,
this
I'm
really...
scared of more than 2 lanes.
It's not that bad.
Scared of more than.
But
3
Nashville was awful.
Yeah.
That was
They were so
scary.
big.
More
so
than
busy.
4 lanes, I don't like.
I hate when
Or
it turns to
more than
5,
3
yeah.
lanes.
Yeah. No.
There's just no reason.
That's just a
no
no
reason
right
to
there.
have more than 3 lanes.
There was this situation that was really weird to me. I woke Skylar up for it because she was napping
Mhm.
when it was like near the border with Kentucky and Tennessee.
Mhm.
So there was a stretch of road. There was mountains on each side, or like big hills that
Mhm.
are rocky. And we're driving, and there's cops.
Were they the Rocky Mountains?
No.
No,
But they're just
Appalachians.
Rocky Mountains.
Yes. There were.
Wait, every mountain is rocky, so
Yeah.
it makes every mountain Rocky Mountains. I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
we okay. Yeah, I get your joke. It's funny.
I'm so sorry.
Um.
Anyway.
So there's these every like few minutes I'd see a cop fly by me going like 120 miles an hour.
That's
I would
fast.
guess.
Exciting.
It was every like couple minutes, and I get to this place. There's like a U-turn spot on the highway, and I see a cop taking and doing a U-turn.
Mhm.
And so there's like the same 3 cops that keep flying by me. They're literally going between 2 U-turn spots on the same stretch of highway doing circles. And
I don't remember that.
when I looked at Google, I woke you up for it to tell you about it, but
Oh.
I looked at Google Maps, and all over, well, actually I saw this beforehand, but like this stretch of road where these cops are circling, there's so many pullover spots that I saw. So I was like, oh shit, is this really what these fuckers are doing right now? They're literally going 120.
How do you pull people over if you're going that fast?
I know, I don't know,
that
but
doesn't make sense.
They're just racing.
but these cops are just circling like this, like vultures. And I see like this, I saw this one minivan, like all the cops turn on their lights, and I see all 3 of them go by me. And there's this poor little minivan. All 3 cops are behind this minivan. And it's fucking back hatches open, and they're looking through it. Oh my god.
What the hell? I don't remember this at all.
It was so weird. I've never seen police officers act like that in my life. I don't.
Maybe
They
they're
ha-
NASCAR drivers.
Yeah, disguised as
Maybe they're
police.
NASCAR drivers that stole police cars.
I just remember. I just like.
NASCAR.
I was just picturing them going yee as flying by me.
And you know, they're like talking to each other on their mic.
Oh, we got a speeder.
One more lap. One more lap.
Yeah, that was an interesting time. How does Colorado compare to the Midwest? Out west there.
Well, okay, the farthest west I've been is California, but
That's
living
pretty
in
far.
Colorado, I never went further west. I would only go east to
Right.
come home.
Well, Colorado's a lot different than California. So I'm saying, like, how is Colorado different than the Midwest?
People are more rich, I guess. You make a
Yeah.
lot more money out there. And okay, if you make $50,000 a year, that does pretty well in the Midwest, especially in Wisconsin. But if you only make $50,000 in Colorado, you are considered lower income. So it's pretty kind of lame.
Was that the whole state or just the city you lived in?
I think it's the whole state because their minimum wage is really high.
I don't know.
Where did you live in Colorado again?
Fort Collins.
Fort Collins.
Yeah, it's like halfway
I-
between Wyoming and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Denver.
I know where it is. I just didn't
It's
know.
a very cool city.
The cities that
Kids,
the
do you want to know
Fort
what they
name
do
is
for
weird.
fun?
What?
What?
On
Smoke
Friday
weed?
nights, yeah. On Friday nights,
It's legal there.
we would go meet up in the Hobby Lobby parking lot. And we would just race down the main road. And then the police would come and tell us we had to move. So we'd go to the Best Buy parking lot and keep racing. And then go to Chiba Hut or Cane's afterwards. And it was pretty fun. I miss that. People have nicer cars out there. There's no tractors. Not a lot of trucks.
Flowers.
No flowers.
So just like sports cars and
Yeah, when
supercars?
I lived there, the
kinda-
main car everybody had was Subarus. Like WRXs, STIs, those good ones. Then when I moved, I didn't move back. When I went back there over summer, they switched to liking Jeeps, I noticed.
Is that why you like Jeeps now?
No, I've always liked Jeeps.
Okay.
They've always been my favorite.
I don't.
Subarus used to be a lot nicer. They're not as nice anymore. But
Well, so no, they're nicer now, but because the old ones, their head gasket
wanna talk about
blows
something.
up. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I didn't really know how to keep talking.
I
Anyways.
feel
I didn't know
bad
what
now.
to talk about.
I kind of feel bad. But anyways, the Cybertruck.
No, we're not talking
No.
about it.
No.
I'm going back to my topic.
No, we have to talk about the F-150
we
video.
can talk about
We
the
have to talk
Cybertruck.
about the Cybertruck. Like Skylar just said, the F-150 video.
Yeah, but I want to see a video of an F-150 doing that to a Cybertruck.
Did you
Yeah.
know the F-150? Its tires are spinning.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a pull.
Oh, they were pulling against each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but they didn't start at the same time. The F-150 didn't even go until the Cybertruck was pulling it.
The tires are spinning though the entire time, weren't
I
they?
know, but still, shouldn't they go?
Well,
at
they
the
have
same
to be
time?
spinning to move.
It is a bit of an unfair comparison though, because electric cars have direct power and those
But
cars have
I'm just
gears.
saying,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
there's no catch up and like
Or maybe they should do like one with like more torque, I guess, for the Ford, like the Raptor or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they still
I
like
like
they
Raptors.
backed out.
They're really
They
nice.
wanted a rematch with it, but then
Mhm.
they backed out because they didn't want to do it
Yeah, because
they know that they're just gonna get beat again
Yeah.
because
They're going up against direct power and they have to worry
Exactly.
about gears.
exactly. And then the electric car.
Yeah,
'cause
so it is an unfair advantage.
no, it's just the Cybertruck. It just has
Doesn't have to
Okay.
worry about gears.
and its
Yeah.
pulling capabilities are just greater than a gas-powered car.
Maybe we should do the F-450.
Yeah, seriously, an F-450.
What my argument is, you guys have probably seen my Twitter. I fucking love the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
I love what Elon's doing. Elon is a literal genius, and he is creating a better future in my mind. With electric car, I'm sorry.
Everyone agrees with you.
I know.
I just don't like the Cybertruck.
I don't like how it looks.
I think that was a
It looks-
stupid-ass marketing
yeah,
decision,
it
too.
doesn't look good.
Because
You realize that's the only one that's made right now, and it has no official release date. the look-
I really
It should
hope
look-
they modify
The
it.
look, it's going to.
I don't
Like,
like it.
Because who are they going for? Like rich people that don't buy pickup trucks? I
It's
don't
not
know.
even that
Rich people
expensive.
I'm
that
not
buy
saying it's
pickup
expensive.
trucks
I'm
Okay.
saying the
to
type
own
of
a
person
pickup
that
truck.
buys it.
Because
Like,
it's a
I would
Tesla.
buy it.
okay,
Just
I
saying.
think they should have went for like people that use pickup trucks for work that would not typically buy an electric car and try and convert them to electric cars. But when you come out with this
See,
this weird ass looking thing that
what-
rich people would want, then these people are not going to want that.
What I was really thinking when I saw it initially, it's just a mock-up design.
It doesn't look done, yeah.
Yeah, because it's very matte. It's very chunky.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
How they have it, and in my mind, it's not gonna look like that when the release
I really
date
hope
comes
so,
out.
yeah.
And if it does, I'm not gonna be that upset, because like I enjoy the look of it now, as other people do as well,
Mhm.
but some people don't, like you do, which I understand. Like it's not
It's all about the
everyone's
looks
tea,
for me.
but I'm just saying what Elon's doing, what he is creating for the future is for the better. Go Elon.
I've always
Yeah.
been a fan of Elon Musk.
Yeah. He has
It's,
never like said or done anything that hasn't rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because he's a funny guy. He hosted Meme Review. He's He's a memer
Okay,
and a
yeah.
fucking billionaire with so many multi-million-dollar companies that I don't know.
The Boring
He's
Company. I still
Yeah.
want a flamethrower, but then things are expensive now.
It's not a flamethrower. Not a flamethrower.
It's a blowtorch, but
Yeah.
yeah.
They can't sell a flamethrower because that's against some.
Well, you can't ship it. You
Yeah.
can sell flamethrowers.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that's
US.
what I mean. You can't ship a
You can't-
flamethrower.
yeah.
So it's not a
No.
flamethrower.
It's a blowtorch.
Where do you buy flamethrowers then?
Usually people make their own
Yeah.
because they're actually fairly easy to make.
Well, if you're getting a flamethrower,
Lighter,
you have to ship it
hairspray.
at some point.
No.
Flamethrower.
Like somebody does.
You essentially
Direct
just
sale.
all you need to do really is get
Somebody who makes.
all you
them.
really need to do is get a lighter on the front, then get a hose, like one
Or-
of those pressure washer hose.
Not a lighter, but like a
Yeah, like a button that you
torch?
press.
What's
and
it called?
Lights a little flame on the front.
pilot light.
Yeah.
Oh.
Connect that to a backpack, mix diesel and gasoline, have it spray out, and
Why are we
then
telling people how to make flamethrowers?
I watched a video on how to do it and I really wanted to. It was like $400. It was
you
actually
will never be able to use that if you make one.
but well the
It'd be
expensive
cool,
You
though.
can use
It'd
it
be
on a
so cool.
pumpkin.
No, I don't
And
want
then
to
you
burn
light
the
the
I don't want
forest
to
on
burn
fire.
the woods down.
Just do it on the road.
No, dude,
Just a big scorch mark.
the main issue with it is that a full tank of gas that goes from your head down to your ass
It's very explosive.
is that thing is super heavy, and it's 60 seconds of firing.
What?
Yep,
It's very
that's a
Very
flamethrower.
expensive.
A minute? How much is like a gallon? Like a second?
Yep.
What?
It shoots quick. Yeah.
That must not be a very efficient.
That doesn't
one.
sound very fun.
Well, I mean, if you want the flame to be huge,
Yeah, I guess.
you need to. That's about how efficient the World War II ones were.
Is he
Yeah,
sleeping
press
over there?
It's out. But yeah, I don't know. Just what I'm thinking about the Cybertruck is that like
It's not finished.
yeah, I mean, hopefully they adjust it, but like a lot of pollution comes from people that drive big trucks.
Yeah.
And the types of people that buy big trucks are not going to
Diesel.
want the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Do you know that when Skylar was younger, she really wanted a dually?
Yeah, I did.
Dualies look like pregnant cows.
They're
but,
so ugly.
I'm not kidding. And my grandpa was like, "Yeah, she's gonna get a dually when she's older. My
But why-
granddaughter's so cool." Because I thought it was
They're
cool. Because my
impractical
grandpa thought it
some-
was cool.
They're
Oh.
really practical if you haul a lot.
Yes.
But if you have nothing to haul, like,
Exactly.
ever.
I couldn't even do that because it's too big for me.
yeah.
I
Can't.
can't even drive.
Even like a
truck.
regular pickup truck is too
It's
gas
not-
guzzling for not doing anything
Well,
with it.
I'm
Anyways.
saying that I wouldn't be able to drive it because it's too big, and I would freak out.
With
But I'm fine with regular trucks.
with the one that they have made, it's the dual motor electric motor version of it, and they're selling a triple
I don't like that. So.
motor.
Yeah.
So just think of how much more power they're
Right
gonna-
now it's like 6.5 seconds 0 to 60.
which is fast as fuck
Pretty fast.
for a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast as truck, if you will. But yes, I love it.
The Roadster beats it, of course.
Well, I mean, the Roadster's a fucking race car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the 0 to 60 on that? Like
1.9.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
When
fuck-
I had my Kia,
It's like-
my
Talking
0
to the side of the
60 was
mic, ma'am.
like 4 seconds.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Because I had a turbo.
Oh, okay.
Running back turbo.
I know. My coworker would always say, "You just don't need a car 250 horse miles," and I'd be like, "You're just jealous
Did
that
you
your
say
dad."
horse miles? You said horse miles.
Horsepower.
I think she meant
250 horse
Horsepower.
miles.
That's a lot of horsies.
Sorry, I'm kind of dying over here. My head's just not working.
I think I got everyone sick yesterday.
No, I don't think I'm sick.
I'm really old school. I only go with the 2 horsepower wagons.
Yes.
I attach 2 horses to the front.
You fucking
I like
horsepower.
4.
4. Damn, you're
I know,
rich.
a lot of
I
horses.
know.
You know how much
sorry.
a horse costs these
I-
days?
A lot.
I got the horses in the back though, so
You're letting them ride in the back?
no.
Horse tack is
lazy.
definitely attached.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about driving a Ferrari. So the
Ow.
motors in the back, horses in the back. No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been this week's podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.